What's good, Divine Feminines? How are you doing? Welcome back to Sacred Empowerments of the Divine Feminine Season 3, man. Season 3. I can remember like when I first had the idea to start this particular body of work, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, when am I ever gonna have a whole bunch of videos and da 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 da? Because I mean, it really be work to be on this YouTube, man. You know what I mean? It really be work, depending on how you look at it. But I'm at season 3, man, and I'm very excited about this season. Not just about Sacred Empowerments, the show, but I am very excited about all of the good things that are happening for me, that have happened for me in the last, I don't know, 4 weeks to a month or so. Really made a major timeline shift, and feel very good about it. And I made another slight timeline shift this morning, when Spirit was really breaking some things down to me. And so I'm just really in good energies, looking forward to this new beginning, right? Like, this is my first, I'm gonna say, officially new beginning since I started. You have micro new beginnings even during shadow work, but since I started my dark night of the soul 2.5-3 years ago, and all that came with it, this is the first time that I can say all of that karmic energy is cleared. I've cleared my karma. I've done my work. I've elevated my spirit, my soul. I've retrieved things that were that some people attempted to steal from me, certain aspects of my divinity and things like that. I've retrieved all of that, got all that back, because I don't know where you thought you was going with my divine masculine self. You run me my shit back, destiny swap my ass, right? And so now I'm in a space where I don't even gotta talk about that no more. I don't have to think about it. I can put it down. I don't have to carry that baggage anymore. I've done the work. I've used all that I could from that karmic energy, from those spiritual attacks. I've put all the energy I could out of them and alchemized that energy and elevated myself. And now that I'm where I am now, energetically, mentally, just my heart space, just everything, right? That's where I am sharing from. That is the frequency that I am showing up in public spaces like social media, and that is what I have to talk about and what I have to say, honey. Because I know I am not the only divine feminine that has been out here doing her thug dizzle and have finally reached a point to where her spirit team is like, okay, you can put your sword down. You can put your sword down, you can breathe, you can relax, you can exhale. Because shadow work periods, karmic, clearing up karma, healing traumas, as we all know, that's not easy. That's not easy to do. In one way you are dying to yourself, and in another way you're creating life, a new version of you out of that death process. And so you're like literally managing life and death at the same time, right? When you choose to really kind of dig up those old bones, you know what I'm saying? You choose to dig up your old bones, then it's like that scripture that says in the Bible, like, can these bones live again? Right? Yeah, they can. When you about your divine femininity, they can. When you about your divine feminine and moving a certain way, they can. And so I know I am not the only divine feminine woman, goddess. And so I'm here to celebrate myself. I'm here to celebrate you, and celebrating myself is to celebrate you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what season 3 is going to be. We're going to talk about, these new beginnings that some of us is about to be on, honey child. Some of us have already stepped into, and some of us is like really experiencing some new things, and we want to talk about what those things are. At least I do. I would share with you if you would share with me. Okay. But yeah, we got a lot of things going on that's beautiful and dope, because sometimes in the spiritual world, in the community, it can be very dark and it can be very heavy and very deep and very, oh my God, and consciousness and just everything. So, like, goddamn, that we fail to just remember to celebrate ourselves. We fail to celebrate ourselves. And I want to create a space where that can be done, where we can celebrate each other. I can celebrate you with every video, with every message, with me sharing with you, and your support back through your likes and your comments and things like that. We share with each other, and it'll get, I have a whole vision for it. I think I've shared it with most of you who are listening right now, but if you haven't heard it, there's season 1 and season 2 that is still up on the playlist, and you're welcome to binge watch them mugs, and yeah, keep up with us, you know what I'm saying? So season 3 is on the way. Man, I'm in such a good space. And very excited about the web series Milk and Honey. If you did not tap into the first episode of the web series, please tap in. That's something I'm really excited about, because it's incorporating a lot of things that I, as a divine feminine, am interested in when it comes to like storytelling and the videography of it all, and just moving into different kind of aspects of production and things like that, and kind of expanding myself when it comes to my creative eye when it comes to production. So yeah, I'm very excited about that, and I'm very excited to be back on Executive House of the Top 5 Feminine, y'all. Look, listen, for a minute I really didn't know if the answers was even finna be like, okay girl, go ahead and you can get back on it, because I don't know how y'all work with y'all spirit team, but I am very surrendered to mine, because I recognize, like, I don't have really too much of no human beings that I can trust, but my spirit team, like, solid from day one, and you don't have them issues with your spirit team, you know what I mean? Not so much, but unless you get out of line, or I don't know, I'm gonna just speak for me and mine. Like, we have a certain rapport and respect, and so even with me being a woman goddess, ultimately a goddess, like, I still look for their direction, because they can just see from a higher vantage point, as I like to say. So I dip off and dip in, you know what I mean, as they kind of lead me. And I really, this time, didn't know if they was going to let me come back. I was like, well, what's going on? And so, yeah, I finally got to the point to where it's like, okay, you got it. Well, we were trying to get you to see personally, you got it now. That's why we told you to take the break, because you needed to take the break in order to be able to see you. Okay. And so, closing certain cycles and all of this had to be done, and I had to give attention to that. And I'm very glad that I did. I'm always glad after I listen to them, that I did listen to them, because they generally are always right. I mean, they always right. Like, when are they not right, though? You know what I mean? Like, when is the spirit team not right? Yeah. Well, sometimes, whatever. I love them, though. I love them. They are always right. And so I recognize the intelligence and the wisdom of them, and respect them in that regard. And in doing so, my respect is me surrendering to their instructions. So they tell me to get off, I get off, and then they tell me come on, I come on. But this last time, I really didn't know if I was coming back. I was like, okay, you shut me down for a little while there. I was like, all right, well, we'll see. But I'm back, y'all. And y'all are back. And we're in this space and can share this space and time with each other. And so we're going to do it in the best way possible by keeping each other on point, uplifting each other, from my heart to yours, because y'all my girls, you know what I'm saying? And that's really where I'm at right now, you know what I mean? So yeah, we're going to talk about sexuality. We're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about, managing money and things like that from a divine feminine aspect, entrepreneurship, things of that nature, keeping each other affirmed and uplifted in those endeavors. Yeah, man, it's going to be beautiful. It already is. It always was. You feel me? It's going to be beautifuls, man. So, y'all stay tapped in with your girl. And I love you guys. I love you guys. If you have not subscribed, if this is the first time you are actually tapping in, welcome to season 3, yo. Big ups to you for tapping in with us. Please take a moment to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you know when I'm back with another message, and jump in the comments, shoot up a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, peace, family.